Hi, and welcome to Instant Eye Lift using makeup. This is a fox eye technique using kind of some spring colors. And the reason I wanted to do this is because my husband lately has been commenting on days that I do this fox eye look. He will tell me, even if it's at the end of the day and I'm tired, he will say, "Your eyes look so pretty today," or "You look really young. You look really young." After 26 years of marriage, he still knows how to get to my heart. Anyway, I'm super excited to teach you this today. Is this for you? Let's find out. Hi, I'm Michelle Spieler, also known as Clean Beauty Babe. I'm an over 25-year professional makeup artist, even working in Hollywood for 10 years. I now live in North Carolina, relocated here in 2012, where I still do Hollywood type work, TV, film, commercial. I started a YouTube channel to represent women over 40 who felt largely ignored on social media, and I love to teach. Teaching is my passion. So here we are today. We are going to do a quick fox eye. I will have you know, I just took off my complete fox eye. I just shot an entire video. I got up to about 16 minutes, and I don't even want it to be that long. And it looked like crap, okay? It did. And I'm a 25-year makeup pro. So if I can't pull it off sometimes, you can't pull it off sometimes. And I'm not telling you that to discourage you. I'm telling you that because that is real life. Yesterday I did a fox eye. I looked so good. My eyes were so lifted. I felt so pretty. My husband was like, wow, last night I'm laying in bed, like I hadn't taken off my makeup yet. I was just goofing off on TikTok. And he's like, wow, your eyes look so good. And that was at like 9:30 at night. So I thought, okay, if a husband is noticing how lifted and pretty my eyes look, then I need to teach this to women. So I'm starting over. I'm so sorry, but trust me, I hated how it looked. I hated it. And sometimes that's gonna happen. And guess what? You know what you can do? You can just have makeup wipes nearby and just throw on a makeup wipe and take it all off and start over. It happens to all of us. So that's why I decided to tell you. I'm not trying to be perfect, but I really hated how it looked, and I felt like I wasn't teaching anyone anything positive or good. So this is the e.l.f. Putty Primer. It's in a color called pink, which is actually more nude. I absolutely love it. It reminds me of the MAC Painterly, but it's only $5. It dries up pretty quick, but I only need to buy one every 6 months. And you can use your finger if it feels dry, go back and forth, and that friction makes it nice and creamy. It really holds the shadows on well. Okay, so that is the first step. Next, this is spring, and I want to do a spring-like color. And so I am going to take this color by Mob Beauty, this real peachy color, and I'm going to put it all over my eyes. And we want to imagine an imaginary line going from the corner of the eye to the tip of the eyebrow or to the temple, okay? If your eyebrow doesn't come down low enough, or if your eyebrow comes down too low, you don't want to drag the eye. We want to keep the eyes lifted. If you haven't seen my video on how to tape your eyes, or whether you should or not, watch that. It's the same premise. I'm just doing it today without any tape so that it'll look softer. And that way you don't have to tape your eye if you don't want, okay? That's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing. So I'm just blending. I've got this little Morphe brush. I did a whole video on brushes last week if you want to watch that. If one of my videos is ever a little too long for you, you can either, one, fast forward, or two, just stop it. Just hit stop or pause and go back to it at another time, you know? My problem is I like to explain things very thoroughly. It's what women appreciate about me. I'm very, very thorough in my explanation, and sometimes that just takes time. I can't teach you something in 10 minutes, and God forbid trying to teach women on TikTok in a matter of 1 minute, although we're switching to 3-minute videos now on TikTok, so that's gonna be a little more helpful. Okay, so I have that kind of lifted up. I didn't go too low. The point is to keep the eyes lifted. That's what's gonna give you that youthful look. I'm gonna take a little bit of just a highlighter. This is just one of those highlighters that I have on my cheek. And with my finger, I'm just gonna do it real quickly on the eyelid. If you are more hooded and you don't have an eyelid, put it a little bit on the lash line because even you hooded gals, even when you look down or look all around, people aren't just looking at you head on. You're moving around, you're moving your eyes. People can still see a little bit of an eyelid even on a hooded eye. I don't want you hooded eye girls to feel unrepresented, because I am getting more, look at this, look at that. I am getting more and more of a hooded eye. Now I do have a little bit of an eyelid, but I have to kind of move it around for you to see it, okay? All right, and then I have a little bit of this light color still in the inner corner, which I really didn't take off with a makeup wipe, but I love a little bit of a light color in that inner corner because it just kind of opens up the eye. Okay. Here we go. So I am going to take my Stila felt tip pen because I think this makes a really nice fox eye. The fox eye is really just an extension of shadow and liner, and it extends and lifts the eyes. And then we're gonna do a couple little segments, little lash segments to further lift the eye. The point is though, you have to really make sure that you aren't keeping it too low. So you're gonna kind of do a liner that goes a little bit higher than normal, and I aim it towards the eyebrow and then come down to the lash line. I love these pens even in brown. I'm using black today because it's easier on video for you to see it, and also once we smoke the shadow over it, it doesn't really matter if it's black because it's gonna look a lot lighter. Okay, so I'm keeping that liner kind of lifted high. And then I really don't take it past the pupil because I want it all on the outer half of my eye. I don't want you to really see it. Okay, now the trick is we gotta duplicate, right? Let me see if that, I think that might be okay. These pins make it really easy to get it pretty symmetrical, but you're not always going to be 100% symmetrical, and that's okay. I'm not always 100% symmetrical. Okay? And don't worry if it's not perfect, because you're going to smoke shadow over it. Okay? Do you see that? Are we looking lifted? Feeling very Marlene Dietrich right now. Very lifted eyes. Okay, so see that? Very lifted. See, it's aiming towards the temple or the end of the eyebrow, okay? It's lifting towards the temple. We want to keep it lifted high. And you can see here, I hope you can, it doesn't go all the way to my outer corner of the eye, because if it did, it would drag my eye down. So I kind of go in a little bit. Does that make sense? I don't go to the very corner of my eye to start lifting it, because it's gonna drag my eye down. Okay, now I'm going to take a dark brown, or you could take navy, or you could take hunter green, or you could take smoky gray or black or graphite. I'm gonna take this dark brown right here, and this is where I'm gonna start smoking it, okay? So I'm using a little pencil brush, or you could use a teeny tiny blender like this. I've done a whole brush tutorial if you wanna know how to use what, but I am now gonna go in and start smoking over it and staying on or above the liner. I am not going below, because we wanna keep this a fox eye. We wanna keep this lifted and fun and pretty. And if you go a little bit below it, just kind of drag a little bit of it up with your finger. Fingers are great tools. Look at that. Do you see how lifted that looks? That is so lifted. Let's go on this side. And again, you do not have to use black liner. I sometimes absolutely love this look with a dark brown liner. I'm using black today so it shows up easier and so that you can see how to blend over it. See how I'm just kind of, and I go in different directions with the brush. I go this way, I go this way. Just really let the brush do the blending for you. And then as you come out, don't worry, you're gonna kind of get an airbrush quality with that by just kind of coming out like this. Okay, and it's gonna kind of fade. Does that make sense? Okay, does that look even? I have one eye that's a little bit different. We all have asymmetrical eyes. We all have asymmetrical brows, so it's okay if it's not 100% matchy-matchy. It's going to feel that way. No one's gonna look at you and go, oh my gosh, your eyeliner is not symmetrical, okay? And then you can even take, you could go back to that blending brush and you could kind of like blend that outer corner so that you can't really see where that outer corner ends. See that? Look at that. So it's a lot like my tape video I did, where I did tape and then took it off, but the tape leaves a harsh edge, and look how soft and smoky that is. And we're gonna do a little bit of concealer there, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna be back in just a minute. I'm gonna do mascara, and I don't wanna waste your time, so I will be right back. Okay, I have this, I love, look at this mascara, look at that. I love this mascara, Lash Princess, Essence, Ulta. You can get it at Ulta, it's like $5. I keep it in my pro kit. I don't buy L'Oreal anymore. I buy the Essence. It's cruelty-free beauty. I don't know how clean it is because I haven't seen a rating on it. I don't think it's real terribly toxic for you, but again, with mascara, it's going on your lashes and it's washing off at the end of the day. It's not going into your bloodstream, but still, I absolutely love this mascara. Okay, I'm gonna go into my under eye while I'm waiting for the mascara to dry. Oh, darn it. Okay, we're gonna do a little concealer, and then I'm gonna do the lashes and show you what that looks like. You know what I love about the Mob Beauty with all that shadow I just used? There is no fallout. It is such a great shadow. Okay, so I'm just gonna use a little bit of concealer, only where we need it. We don't want a lot of product under our eye, right ladies? I can't stand a lot of concealer under the eye. So I'm very careful how I use concealer. And I am loving this Kosas. It's a skin serum and concealer all in one. And then watch this, I'm gonna take one tiny little dot. See, tiny little dot. And I'm gonna go right under that liner and see how I'm going up to that imaginary line. And look at how lifting that is. And you don't have to wing it out that much. I'm just doing it to really demonstrate. I don't want you to feel like everyone, you might be thinking, ooh, that's pretty on you, Michelle, but I don't feel comfortable going out that far. You don't have to. You can do a fox eye that does not go out that far, but the point of a fox eye is you are extending the eye. And so that's why this is not for everyone, and you need to play with it and see if it's a look that you even want to do. But it's makeup and it comes off. Heck, I did a whole video that I hated and I deleted it. So you might like it, you might not, but you won't know till you try. And then you might have family and friends going, what did you do differently? Your eyes look amazing. Or wow, you look really young and fresh and pretty today. You know, you might start hearing that, and then it encourages you to keep going. Okay? So do you see how lifted that looks? I'm sorry, I'll take all the lift I can get at 53, going on 54. Okay, I love that. That is a great concealer. That is the Kosas. So pretty. Okay, we are gonna take these little lash segments. Anyone can do these lash segments. This is so easy, I promise. You are going to take little lash segment, see that? And I love this glue by Duo. This is a brand new glue called Quick Dry. Holy moly, dries fast. I love this. This is the only thing I put in my professional kit right now because it dries so fast. And you can probably see I'm putting it on. See, I'm putting the glue on that little edge right there. We don't have to wait that long because it's a new quick dry glue by Duo. See? Okay, and then I will go into that outer corner, kind of above, kind of on top of those final couple lashes. See that? Wow, just that one little segment, it just kind of creates that little like uplift, flirty corner to the eye. Isn't that fun? And again, you don't have to use black, you don't have to go this dark, you don't have to go this far out. You could do a fox eye that's a little bit shorter. You get to decide. I'm just here to inspire you and show you a few tricks. It's hard to see when you don't wear readers. Okay, a little bit of glue. We don't even have to let it dry too long. That's it, I'm just gonna do 1 tube, done. It does help though to, I like this eye, I like to do with my fingers. Because it's easier, I'm right-handed, so it's hard to reach across my face, so sometimes it's easier. And there it is. Do you see that? It just extends the eye, and then we use that little bit of concealer to keep it lifted. Look at that. Isn't that fun? What do you guys think? Do you think you could do this? Let me know in comments if you even like this and if you think you could pull it off yourself. Let's see, I'm gonna put my hair down now. I mean, I love it. I feel like my eyes look so lifted and youthful. I love it. I hope that helps someone out there. And you do not have to use a real springy color. You could always use something more muted all over the eye. I did this highlighter on my eyelid just with my finger. This bright mermaidy, pretty frosty pearly color is in my inner corner. And then I just used a kind of dark chocolatey brown to just smoke out that black liner. But I also love this Stila in dark brown. It's so pretty when you want to be lighter than the black. But I like the black for video's sake and so that you guys can see it better. I absolutely think that these segment lashes really sell the look of the fox eye, or you could even do half strips. And then this Duo quick dry glue, I've only had it in my pro kit for a couple weeks. It's a game changer. Lashes dry, the glue dries so quick, it pops right on, and it just makes it easier for people so that the glue isn't all moving around, the lashes aren't all moving around. And then I love good old $5 Lash Princess, one of the best mascaras I have ever used, cruelty-free. Again, not sure how clean it is. It might score a 4, not sure. But again, it doesn't get into our bloodstream because it sits on the lashes. And I really love it for $5. So there you have it, everyone. I hope that helps. Let me know what you would like to see next or anything you're struggling with. I'm always here for comments. Don't forget to subscribe. Please subscribe. It really helps me grow my channel and help other women. And also, my time is worth something. And so, you know, if I can get more subscribers and followers, and if I'm helping more people, YouTube rewards me for that. And then I'm not having to sell all this. I hate to sell. I'd rather just educate and let YouTube pay me. So anyway, thanks so much, everyone, and I will see you the next time.